What's up, guys? I'm here with Isaiah Houston, coming off of back-to-back tops. Top 16 YCS Hartford, and then top 8 YCS Charlotte. Here to showcase his Punk Therion deck.
Yes, so at YCS Hartford, I played Punk Therion, and a lot of people have been asking for the list. The list should already be on the channel by the time you're watching this. I just wanted to give a little updated list because I did trim a lot of the fat from a lot of the deck from YCS. I like how it's running right now. I'm just gonna test everything up until Nats. I test the adventure builds, test the Therion cards with the Punk. Just anything with Punk, I'm just gonna try it out. But if you're looking for a more cleaner, closer to 40 list, a lot of people was looking for that. I played 45 for the YCS. I just want to give people that are subscribed to the channel and in the Discord the ability to look at this updated list and test this out at their locals. I got it down to 41. And I still want to continue to test. I think it's pretty cool right now.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, so let's get into it. So for hand traps, I'm playing 3 Ash. For the YCS in general, Ash was okay. Like, it hit Ecclesias, it hit Vessels, it hit E-Tellies. You actually do Ash like the Temple or the E-Telly in the mirror because it's a lot of card advantage there. It's just a generic card. I don't know how I feel about this as 3 because against the decks that you really want to stop their end board, Ash doesn't do much, just mostly like Despia, so you can kind of tweak around with Ash if you want to play 1, 2, or 3.
Gotcha.
Right now, because like I'm playing locals right now and testing like on Dueling Book, I'm just like 3 Ash is just solid. 3 Veiler as like a generic hand trap. A lot of the lines for Calamities, the way I was playing it and still I'm playing it, the level 1 comes up because you have level 1, then you have Hot Red, and then you have Fiber on board. So the 9, 1, and then 2 from the formula. And this is just a good hand trap into Sword Swole. If they don't open Branded Opening, you could hit a Luber, and a lot of times you can hit the Albion Fusion or the Lubellion if they don't play Comedy. And then this is something I really wanted to test in the main deck, the 3 Gamma, just to see like how many times I draw a driver. But a lot of times when you get hand trapped, you want to have a 2 in the deck, so you don't go for the Hot Red, you go for Chaos Ruler with Fiber and then the 2.
Yes.
And I didn't want to play a Plague Spreader because it's just another brick.
Yeah.
And then kind of for the 10th hand trap, I wanted to play Ghost Ogre. It actually comes up if people are playing more into Brave. If Flunderisa is going to be mildly popular. There's also lines where, depending on how they play, if you ogre the Mirror Jade, they actually have no monsters on board for Chimera when they set up the red play.
And that's actually good to stop the formula too in the mirror too. Over the formula.
It definitely stops the formula too. If you top deck it, stop formula, stop Griffin.
Yeah.
Can push your Mystic Mind through. You know how oppressive Mystic Mind is right now.
Definitely.
And now for the best cards in the deck and the reason why I play it, the Punk, 3 Zayaman.
Yeah.
And 3 Foxy Tune.
So how do you feel about that ratio? I see some people play 2 Zay, 1 Foxy.
I think you always play 3 Foxy, right?
Yeah.
No matter like, because Foxy's like another E-Telly.
Yeah, I think so too, yeah.
If you're playing Adventure though, you probably want to cut down to 2 Zayaman. But I'm just playing, messing around with a pure build, so 3 Zayaman is good because you always want to see. And even seeing these cards in combination are good together.
Yeah.
And then 2 Ogre Dances. In a 40 card list, you could cut it to 1. I'm just trying to right now because I always want to see multiples. Like if you see this and this is fine. If you see this and this is fine. Depending on your hand, this isn't that great. But if you E-Telly this, then you can search this. Gives you the free dark, and you actually can get access to the fusion one.
Yeah, the fusion one's insane.
Yeah.
I think Zay and Ogre is pretty good too, though. You use Zay, search the light, and then you just discard both, and you have access to light and dark in your graveyard.
Definitely. Also playing Ogre, it gives you another Psychic for your Amazing Dragon. So that's good. Also, there's a lot of lines where you play around Ash. So if you have this in hand, along with like Deer Note, or you open it, you can search this, and then you can just reveal both, especially this card.
Yep.
Especially if they're trying to hold their Ash for Foxy Tune. So that's good. And now for the best, worst cards in the deck. Therion cards. We have played 2 Lily Borea. We cut down to 1 Regulus. If they DD Crow it, they DD Crow it. Doesn't matter. I actually cut Crow from my YCS list. I just moved it to the side from my locals. Gamer's Choice.
Yes, sir.
One of the utilities. Every time I draw these, I cry. But when you actually start summoning them, they just do so much. So I don't know if they'll make the cut for Nats. Probably do something with Adventure, but if you're trying to work with the Therions, I'm gonna be like testing them still, trying different things like cross and trading. So these are just good cards. Then Jet Synchron, you need this for the combo sometimes. Also going second, it's an OTK enabler with Unicorn and Hawk and Access Play. I actually just OTK the Elders player with that. For other Therion cards, I cut down to 2 of these and 1 Disc Coliseum. Now I know that may seem weird, but Disc Coliseum going first is actually just as bad as throwing a Therion by itself. It doesn't actually like start your plays or advance your game state. So ideally you want to see like 1 of these and 1 Therion, because that gives you like a follow-up off of the Therion, and 1 card basically becomes 4, because it doesn't matter if you have your worst Therion. You'll send Lily Boria, summon, you'll send itself, search field. Field will search Regulus, and it'll turn your Regulus on live. And then you'll be able to start your punk plays. You know, if they stop you, you still have other like plays.
Yep.
As a like how play, you still have different ways to go. Starlight.
Yes, sir.
3 E-Tele.
Standard.
I do play the set row package, so that didn't change from my YCS list, but I'm trying some spice right now. So I'm playing 1 of each field spell. This card is pretty good. Like, it's Sword Soul, they can't blackout, so they'll have to like immediately long one synchro this. Their sets are either droplets, chalice, imperms, blackouts. So droplets is fine. They have to go -1 for that anyway. So the imperm, the Shisha, and the blackout is pretty much dead. They have to immediately get rid of this card, or you can actually set up a board to kill them. You know, without actually popping monsters.
So that says they can't target or destroy cards in your field, right?
So if they can't black out a monster. They can only black out this, which is 1 card. You have to target 2 cards on your opponent's side of the field. So as long as you don't put anything in the spell and trap card zone, they can't like black out you. And then 1 mine because
it's mine.
It's mine. Then 1 Claw by the Grave, and then 3 pots for consistency.
So you're 42nd and 41st. Oh, it's 41, right?
Yeah, 41.
Yeah, so
yeah.
definitely some cuttable stuff to make it 40, but it looks pretty clean.
Yeah, if I don't want to play like Prosperity, if you're scared of banishing extra deck, then you go for trading, something like that. You actually don't care about your extra deck too much. Like after turn 1, the Therion cards like grind with your opponent.
Love that card.
So yeah, this extra deck is like really tight, but you have some flex spots. I'm testing Manelli of the Trees. These are the extra deck spots. This should be a hot red, but it's not. So. So this is the extra deck.
Pretty standard.
Nothing to talk about. I think the only flex spots are like if you don't want to play, like these are all standard, like mandatory.
Yeah, with this being a hot red, right?
Yeah, you don't want to do, these are mandatory.
Yeah.
You could do Celine, but Unicorn, like even a situation that just popped up, Golden Lord, like how do you outlet Golden Lord? You have to summon this. But some lines is just easier when you get interrupted, like Mirror Jaded or anything. You just want to summon like this to bounce 1 back. So those are like mandatory, I feel like. And then these, you can, like at the YCS I played like Dingirsu, I played this, I played Dingirsu, I played this, and I played Hot Red.
Got you. So that melee gets you into Lily, right?
Yes, so there's some lines like when you open E-Tele, so you go E-Tele, they hand trap like Zayaman, and like say you have a normal summon left, maybe you have like an Ogre Dance or a Foxy, not a Foxy summon, because then you summon Deer Note, but like there's a lot of times where it came up where I have this on board, and like I have this, and maybe they like imperm both.
Yeah.
Like so I had this and I had another like this, or I had another Zayaman. You could just overlay into Melania of the Trees, and then you can send Lily Boria and then make like a Therion card alive in your hand like that.
Fire.
And then for the side, just 3 nib for Sword Soul. I'd rather have a card I can add off of Chaos Ruler than playing like the Token Collector, which I feel like is only good against Sword Soul. And I don't like snow in this deck anyway, so I'm playing 3 Crow for Despia. 3 Ruler is a god card against combo decks.
For the mirror, it's crazy.
And then triple Twin Twister helps get those Therion cards out of hand. And then 1 Red Reboot, and then 2 Cross Out. You could bump Cross Out to 3, so they go on second or go on first. I mean, it's a mine out. It's out to Darkuda No More. It's out to Nib, so like it's really good to play. It was actually a card I was considering and wishing that I played for the YCS, but yeah, I think it's pretty clean. And let me know your thoughts. The Ground Game is my YouTube channel, and definitely look forward to some new amazing content that we're actually starting this month. One of the contests that I'll be leading specifically is called Perfect Game, actually helping players like focus on the intricacies within a match that cost them to either win or lose, and knowing how to spot their plays and kind of like review themselves as players and make less of those mistakes, because one misplay can really cost you difference from topping and bubbling a premier event. So.
All right, thank you, Isaiah. So hope to see more things from you in the future. Of course. Ground Game signing out.
Stand your ground.